So we are back at it again, taking a retrospective look back at one of the most requested features for Minecraft in recent memory. By this point I think most know the story, as fans has been calling for ray tracing on console for quite some time now. It is a missing feature that does not make a lot of sense considering its popularity, and it is something that has irritated many for quite some time now. Now Minecraft, as many know, especially those who game on PC, is quite a demanding game, or at least a resource intensive one. It can eat away at your frame rates quite easily, and the more improved the visuals get, the harder it can become to hold a consistent frame rate. Even for the RTX series cards, it can still be a tough ask, and if it was not for Nvidia's DLS solution that helps upscale and stabilize frame rates and resolutions, it would have been pretty much impossible to make ray tracing work. Now with all of that in mind, it is understandable why we would not have seen the feature on console yet. Now with all of that said though, and the added context, there are still two things that has changed over the last 20 months that makes all the excuses in the world invalid. The first is the release of the current gen consoles, all of which are more than capable of running the feature. In fact, we have seen ray tracing on the Xbox Series X consoles on two specific occasions. The first time we have seen it was during a promo that they did leading up to the launch of the Series X, where they use it as a massive selling point for the console. They heavily insinuated that it will be a feature on console, only to pull it back after launch, stating that what we saw was only a preview demo and in no way a reflection of what was to come. Now we saw a playable version of the feature once again not too long ago, when some insiders were given accidental access to the feature and they were actually able to enable and play it on the Xbox Series X. The version that was shown looked quite impressive, and as you can imagine, many were excited. Now unfortunately, the hype for all of this was short-lived, and it was quickly revealed that it was nothing more than just a mistake, and just like that we were back again at square one. Now as I have said, ray tracing on console is complicated. There are many moving parts with this game, and after the latest set of updates, Minecraft is more demanding in terms of graphical fidelity than ever. It is understandable why Mojang would want to perfect everything before releasing it. Now with all of that said, we did actually get a bit of a development in this ongoing saga. AMD for the last few years has been working on its own solution to the frame rate problem. It is their alternative to the DLSS called Fidelity FX. They released the first version a few years ago, and 2.0 was released earlier this year. Now with Fidelity FX, it does lessen the burden of resource intensive games, allowing you to keep a stable frame rate even at a higher resolution. Now Fidelity FX has been a PC exclusive feature for quite some time now, but a few weeks ago AMD formally announced that FSR 2.0 will be making its way to console soon. Now all of this will be a massive boost for Xbox specifically, and it will also make ray tracing a lot more possible for Minecraft. Now we know that this feature is in the works. Now we have seen all of this in the testing phase, and we now also have the technology to support it, so there is no reason why we cannot see Minecraft ray tracing on the console soon, right?